Sri Lanka will call Platinum 1 a landmark. Only 70 will call it home. Because the address and where you live matters. Platinum 1, the finest address in Colombo.
Walikanda Divisional Secretary had to personally intervene to quell public protest that arose as a result of the deaths of 4 people within the final fortnight of November 2013 in wild elephant attacks in areas coming under the purview of the Divisional Secretariat.
We will take steps to resolve this by 10 o'clock tomorrow. As the Divisional Secretary, I promise to dedicate myself to resolve this issue along with the officers of the Sri Lanka Army.
As per the Divisional Secretary's promise, steps were taken the very next day to launch an operation to rectify the threat of wild elephant incursions by chasing away the elephants. This can be considered to be one of the largest operations undertaken by the Army following the conclusion of the war. Even the clergy participated in this operation, which was planned by the Wildlife Department. As a result of this operation, which concluded on the 12th of December, areas under the purview of the Walikanda Divisional Secretariat were freed from the threat of wild elephant incursions. However, the wild elephants that were chased away are not currently in the jungle. These elephants are now roaming around areas coming under the purview of the Dimbulagala Divisional Secretariat adjacent to Walikanda. Elephants that fled to farmlands in Dimbulagala as a result of the operation in Walikanda at the time met with grisly deaths. Against this backdrop, the agrarian community in Dimbulagala is now living in fear, as the pachyderms now pose a threat to their lives and livelihoods. The elephant came running this way, chasing after Kusum. Kusum suddenly stopped and turned to enter the house. There was no space and the elephant tried to grab him with his trunk. When it couldn't capture him, it hit the wall until it broke. It broke the wall and went away. The aim of the operation launched in Walikanda was to chase away the wild elephants into the Maduru Oya Reserve and not into farmlands in Dimbulagala. When chasing the elephants to the Maduru Oya Reserve, it would be necessary to cross through the Mahaveli B and C zones, which were dotted with natural reserves inhabited by elephants. However, these natural reserves can only be seen on maps today.
They give all the land to the high-ranking people, ministers, MPs, district secretaries and their associates. So when the land is given away, where are the animals to go?
The fact that a 201-acre natural reserve which provided food for wild elephants has been made a private homestead of one of the senior-most officials in the Ministry of Irrigation and Water Resource Management makes it evident that these are not mere baseless accusations. Natural reserves are becoming private farms owned by senior officials and their kith and kin against a backdrop where limitations have been imposed on the divisional secretaries in these areas, preventing them from intervening.
As the Divisional Secretary and the Secretary of the Coordinating Committee, we too have a responsibility to these people which we will not abandon. But it is the Sri Lanka Mahaveli Authority that holds land powers in Walikanda and Dimbulagala.
Shouldn't immediate steps be taken to protect and conserve what natural reserves are left in the Mahaveli zones in order to ensure that the human-elephant conflict in this area does not aggravate? Minister of Irrigation and Water Resource Management, this is over to you.